What's up, YouTube? Mr. MSC here, and today we're going to be looking at some potentially exciting news for the D2R Summon Druid. So, there was a post that somebody posted up a day ago on Reddit talking about the Summon Druid and their extensive testing and kind of some different builds for it. So this is kind of their guide, right? Their Summon Druid guide for all of this and how they can make it possible. And the Summon Druid was actually okay in Legacy, and then with the boost that they gave it, it actually was a little bit more okay. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't hate the Summon Druid right now. I think it still needs more power, but I do like the improvements that they made a little bit. There's just obviously more that can be done. But it wasn't complete trash. So this guy gives his nice build, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You know, some nice gear for it and gear setup, and all of this is pretty good, pretty decent guide. But the whole reason we're here today is this. Pez Radar, the community manager for Diablo 2 Resurrected, and just Diablo, the Diablo community at Blizzard, has given us a little sneak peek. Be prepared for a new guide on D2R Summon Druid. So, this to me says a couple of things. Number one, obviously they're changing the Summon Druid. They're going to give some big changes to the Summon Druid. I mean, if you're doing a whole new guide right now, I mean, that's going to be wild. Is there going to be some synergy over to Werebear and Werewolf and some combinations with all of that? And so it really plays into like being a bear and having a bear, being a wolf, having a wolf. Is it going to be that? Is there going to be more stuff with like really incorporating Vine? Are they changing any of the skills in some new way? Are we going to be able to have it as a zoo where you can finally summon all of them? I don't know. But I'm very curious. Be prepared for a new guide. That tells us that, which is amazing and great. But what it tells me even more is they are still at a point where they're making big changes, right? Like, we just had PTR. We all gave our feedback. Most of us said, hey, we want to be able to have a summon druid that cast everything. But we also said a lot of other things, right? We talked about all sorts of different builds and characters and skills and changes that we wanted and everything. And the fear or the thought that I had was, is it kind of too late? Is it not something that they're really looking at changing that much? Are they just going to be like, oh, this was a little strong, this was a little weak, we'll just tweak the damage numbers a tiny bit and it'll be good? But this to me says, hey, no, they're not just doing that. They're still looking at completely changing characters around and changing it so that we can have a completely new way to build the druid, or the Blade Assassin, or Martial Arts, or Nova Source, or whatever it is, right? So we are going to be seeing more changes coming up. Obviously, we know for the Summon Druid, but like I said, to me, this leads me to believe there is also going to be other characters, other builds that are going to see big shifts, big changes, and hopefully a lot of the stuff from the feedback that we gave everywhere, right? People gave feedback here with surveys, other surveys, Blizzard surveys, just talking in the forums and I mean on the Reddit, everything. So I am very hopeful seeing that. I did not expect them to do that large of a change. And again, we don't even know what the change is, but a change where it would be, you're going to need a new guide for this character. To me, that just speaks volumes of what we have yet to come. So I don't know where or when the next ladder or PTR or 2.4 is dropping, but now it also makes a little bit of sense to me why it might be taking slightly longer if they're making big changes just like this. And maybe also like a currency tab? More character slots? I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys think? What do you think they're going to be changing? What do you think is going to be new for the Summon Druid? What do you think is going to be new for some of those other builds? I'm excited. Hopefully something coming soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, everybody. Mwah. Peace, YouTube.